Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on WINNMedia 98.9.
Good morning, and welcome to today's episode of Island Tea featuring Kevon and Azem. And
Kevon.
Sans Kevon.
Yeah.
But we do have Jade Gwen Johnson here this morning, to everyone's delight. Morning, Jade.
Morning.
It is Friday, 30th of July.
Yep,
The month is
out of here.
Yeah, the month done by.
Just like that.
The month done.
July wasted no time. They didn't want no pats. But July was very festive, so I can't really say they didn't want no pats.
July was very what?
Festive? All kind of story.
I don't know if I'd call it festive.
Yeah, man. Lockdowns and
That
quarantine breaches and Olympics.
That's not necessarily festive, but yeah, I got what you're saying. A lot of things went on this month for real. And I don't feel the trend is going to to change.
Why would it?
Alright? It's changed for about 2 years now.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's Friday for everybody who's listening. Bear in mind that we are just holding on for our friends in Antigua to join us.
Yep.
So
they're gonna continue any minute like a Spanish station.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Yeah, then continue.
Okay.
We say so long.
But Jade, how have you been? How have you been? Like,
I am sleepy.
You're sleepy?
This morning was an extra struggle. I don't know what happened, but I woke up this morning and like my body would just not start.
That happened to me earlier in the week, maybe like Tuesday morning. Yeah.
I was this close to being like
Can't make it this way.
by a sleep. The sleep was calling me. But, oh no. Okay. I thought that was them as usual.
Yeah, but I think that sometimes there's different reasons why that happens, right? So you might do the whole like, oh, I was up all night thing.
No, I don't think I went to sleep at 12ish, 1ish.
Yeah, that's kind of late still though.
I mean,
that's usual, right? But see what happens is like over time you just get like, okay, I haven't been getting enough sleep, and like it starts to show in all these different ways. Yeah. The other thing too is like maybe you go to sleep on time and then you just don't have like the peaceful sleep, like, and that one does be the worst to me because like you keep waking up knowing that the morning coming, and you already know what you're gonna feel like in the morning.
The PTSD.
Which one is the worst? The one when you're in bed all night tossing and turning, and then like you just know you're gonna wake up feeling horrible, or the one when you go sleep late and then your alarm go off and you go like, wait, it's morning already.
So I'm kind of head like tired.
You're tired?
Yeah, because either way, when you wake up, you're gonna feel terrible. So I don't know.
I prefer to do the short peaceful sleep. I rather do a nap than a restless sleep.
Listen, as soon as I woke up, I say, yeah, I just have to sleep tonight. I have to schedule my sleep because, you know.
Well, we got a long weekend coming up, so hopefully.
Not dying on to do me.
But I'm just saying, hopefully you could squeeze in
when?
A little. Okay.
But I have to be here for 8 o'clock to talk to you.
Yeah, but then for the rest of the day, you probably.
No, Jade and home.
Oh yeah, you're gone in. You're gone in.
Oh yes.
Oh well, I'll pray for you in my dreams.
Well, I know. I appreciate it either way.
DJ Shabang, big up yourself. DJ Shabang. Oh, man.
No.
That was his drop. Like that was literally his drop.
Well, you know.
Oh man. Shabang ever did a drop for you?
What?
Ever did a drop?
For you?
For him.
Oh, man, no. I can't remember.
Yeah. You're out it right now.
I just need a pillow. Just give me a pillow and a top sheet, and I'm good to go.
I mean, I know this is part of what we're talking about today, but I think it would be remiss of me not to congratulate Amaya.
Yes.
Not to congratulate Amaya on her performances last night. I literally did everything I had to do to make sure that I was there and ready to watch her performance. Mm-hmm. And it felt really good just seeing Senkis Nevis on the line.
I bet.
It felt really good. I'm not gonna lie. And again, I think I spoke to this earlier this week.
Good morning. Are you hearing friends at Island Tea? Good morning.
Morning.
There we have it. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us once more.
Yes, good morning, guys. How are you guys over there in Antigua?
We're doing pretty well. It's a bit overcast, so we're happy. Hopefully we can get some more rain. It's been super dry here in Antigua and Barbuda, so we're keeping our fingers crossed that, like yesterday, we'll get some well-needed showers today.
Oh,
what
sweet.
about you guys in St. Kitts and Nevis?
Morning. What did you guys do to our friend Darren?
You have to ask Darren what happened to him. We have our theories here in the newsroom as to why Darren is ill. And I don't want to share them with the public, but I'll let him address that the next time he speaks to you guys.
All right, cool. But here in St. Kitts, we're doing well. It's a bit overcast, but for some reason, our overcast just seems a bit like a cruel tease. It doesn't last. It doesn't last very long.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you guys tend to get more rain than Antigua and Barbuda does. So I am hoping that you can share whatever rain you get with us over here because things are rough.
Barbie barely got enough, but we'll see what we could do.
Why?
Well, this morning we have a special treat, and I'm hoping you guys are as eager as I am or as excited as I am to be joined by Mr. Richard Frederick. He is or was, well, I guess he still is, the candidate that is now representing the Castries Central there in St. Lucia. Historic win. We have seen two independent candidates emerge victorious in St. Lucia, and all of the political pundits are weighing in on it. They are looking to see what this would mean for other countries in the region. And I myself, as a political enthusiast, I'm very curious to know what this will mean for other territories in the region. But without further ado, I'll invite him to join us. Good morning, Mr. Frederick. Thank you so much for joining us here on Observe AM in connection with Win FM and their Island Tea. Good morning. I think your mic is still muted, Mr. Frederick.
Oh, yeah, it was. Sorry about that. I said morning, but apparently it was muted. So let me say good morning to you guys in Antigua, you guys in St. Kitts. Brother Powell in St. Kitts was probably listening. Kalai Powell, good morning to you. Yes.
I guess congratulations are in order, and I guess they definitely are.
They definitely are.
A major feat there in St. Lucia. Could you tell us, leading up to the election, how confident were you that you could pull off this victory?
One must understand that Richard Frederick is not a political novice. This is my fourth election in this constituency, and I knew I would have pulled it off. My fourth successful, that is. I've run 4 times, I've contested 4 times, and won all 4. The incumbent, Sarah Flood Bobra, who was a minister of, what was she minister of now? I can't even remember. Oh, how easily they fade away when they're not, when they don't deliver to the people, so to speak. But, she was Minister of Foreign Affairs. She was the incumbent, and I knew that she had not worked not even as 1/10 of what I did in my tenure as minister during the 2006-2011 reign of the United Workers' Party government. So I always knew it was an easy walk in the park. I knew that I had done enough, essentially, to embrace the love and support of the people of Castries Central. And I decided to throw my hat into the ring, and they responded in a positive manner.
I'll give the next question to Jade and Azem over there on Island Tea.
Well, funny enough, just this week we were talking about candidates who don't necessarily run on their party winning, and seeing you come out victorious, it just, cemented what we were saying, that it takes somebody strong and somebody who the people trust to come out victorious. But what was it like when they read those results and they let you know, yes, you've won?
Well, you see, you don't even have to await the reading of the results, so to speak, on television or through any other media, or medium rather. You would have your inside agents, and the votes are counted in their presence. So once those boxes are counted, you would have an appreciation as to how well you are doing even before nationally the results are heard. I called about 5 or 6 agents, and they indicated to me that I had won in all the boxes that I had inquired into. And given that I knew it set the trend for me to have been victorious. That having been said, one must understand that my theme was judge me on performance. I don't know if any of you have been to St. Lucia. There is a park called Serenity Park. It's a hallmark of Castries Central. I was the one who conceptualized and ensure that it saw execution. And so it is something that stands there in my honor, kind of thing. I have worked the constituency, the length and breadth of the constituency, and I have delivered in almost every small pocket of Castries Central. So basically my work was there, by which people could have been guided, in relation to making a better choice for representation in Castries Central. And I had absolutely no doubt that I would have sent the incumbent into political hibernation.
Famously, you have said in the past, especially when you were announcing that you're running independent, that you have certainly joined, while you haven't certainly officially joined the St. Lucia Labour Party, you have certainly joined them and continue to be with them to achieve two objectives. That is the removal of Alan Chastanet and Guy Joseph, in particular, out of governance in this country, that being St. Lucia, and to see Philip J. Pierre, the next Prime Minister of this country, that being St. Lucia. Why was it so important for you to see the back of those two specific individuals as it relates to the governance of St. Lucia?
Well, I must say you have been following me. Huh? Okay, for those who don't know, I was a member of the United Workers' Party. I served as a minister in that government. When that party lost the elections in 2011, they opted for a new leader in Alan Chastanet. I had sat with him in cabinet, and throughout his tenure, the kinds of decisions that he made, the outrageous financial decisions he made, I knew that if he was in charge of the coffers of government, we would have seen a battering of our resources. And oh, how right I was. Our economy was the best in the OECS when he took over. We are now the worst in the OECS. And as I've said on platform, if there was such a word called worserer, we are worse than worse. You know, that kind of thing. Because we are so bad. We have been doing so bad that the country next to us is way above us. Our corruption index it had been relatively stable for the last 17 years or thereabout, was hovering around 29, 30. But since 2016, when they got into office, it skyrocketed to 40. And 2017, it went up to 44, 45, 44, 45. That was the trend the corruption index took since they assumed office. I mentioned that because Guy Joseph and Alan Chastanet are buddies. They are seen as, Guy in fact is seen as the de facto prime minister. And a lot of people are quite apprehensive about what is going on in the country, the issues. Can you imagine taking 1,000 acres of land and handing it to a foreigner, the Chinese, at $1 an acre for 99 years? When a St. Lucian would have to pay $15, $20, $30 a square foot, which brings an acre into $800, $900, probably over $1 million based on its location. So, you know, the signs were clear that those two were doing badly. They were in cahoots invariably, and they were bad news for St. Lucia. In fact, you probably know that I host a television program as well. It is the most popular television program in St. Lucia. You guys can check it out. You just go on Facebook and check out Can I Help You with Richard Frederick. On my last show before the 2016 general elections, I intimated to St. Lucia that the combination of Guy Joseph and Alan Chastanet would deal a very bad financial blow, a lethal blow to this country. So said, so done. I also said that Alan Chastanet, given his track record as minister with Air Jamaica, etc., will not only destroy the United Workers' Party, which is one of our main political parties, but it will also destroy the careers of a lot of the guys who were around him. And so said, so done. There are about 7 of them who were defeated, and Guy Joseph, Leonard Spider Montoot, Ezekiel, Cyril Flood Brobre, whom I defeated, Gil Rigobert. He has destroyed their careers. Can you imagine there's a seat, there's one particular seat since the United Workers' Party was formed, and that's Lakewood North. since the United Workers' Party was formed, they never, ever, ever lost that seat. It was considered the bastion of the United Workers' Party, and it was gone in this past elections. So it speaks to the leadership style, and I can tell you with a certain degree of certainty that quite a number of supporters of the United Workers' Party opted to stay home rather than giving Alan Shastney another chance to lead this country. And of course, I'm sure you guys know as well that Guy Joseph lost his seat, and they went in with 11 out of the 17 seats